Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been like forever since I uploaded a video, and I know I say this every single time I start a video that I'm really sorry. I've just been manic busy. I haven't forgot about YouTube. I just don't have the time. It's really hard finding the time now to do it, but I'm coming in with this gorgeous set, and I'm starting off sculpting these nails out using the big boy brush and All Natural, which is like a creamy, like a milky clear kind of like a cloudy clear for this set. I'm also using the red iguana hand where the tips slide in and out. I do love it. It does make it a lot easier to just if you want to do a redesign and stuff like that, you haven't got to file it all off, because that just drives you nuts. But actually sometimes when you file it can be a little bit of a nightmare. However, I still love it nonetheless. So I've sculpted the set on the 4 fingers. I'm not going to do the thumb because thumbs are totally overrated. You can just do whatever you want on the thumb. And then on the index finger here, I'm going to sculpt out an extended nail bed using Fantasy from CJP. So I've picked up a large bead, placed it on, brought it down. I'm just kind of patting it and moving it into place where I want it. It's a lot easier to maneuver when you leave the acrylic just to set slightly. And then just pop your client's hand around so you can see it from their view, and just straighten up that smile line if you need to, just to make sure that it's nice and central. And then I'm going to come in and pick up another quite a large bead, because I'm going to build my apex with this as well, because we don't need to actually encapsulate the nail bed. So I'm going to build up my apex, my upper arch, with the next bead. So quite a large bead at the cuticle area, placing it on, and then I use the tip of my brush as that barrier to tap in that acrylic, make it flush to the natural nail and keep it away from the skin. Blend the rest of that product down onto that previous bead, and I do the same down the other side. So I'm tapping into the cuticle and then just blending it in. Then I will leave that to set and move on to the next nail. So obviously I'm still fanning around. I am such a fusser. Oh, there we go. So moving on to the ring finger, I'm using this absolutely stunning glitter mix from CJP, and it is not released yet, but it is due next week, and this is called Panther. Oh, I love it so much, like so much. And then this next glitter mix is another new one, which is called Tranquil. I love this one too. They're all my favourite, like every single one of them are absolutely beautiful. So just kind of nudging that into like a 3-way ombre. And then this next one is called Ice Ice Baby. As baby. Dung 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 dung. And I'm just nudging and tapping that around that nail till it's where I want it and it looks nice. And then I'm just going to move on, let that to set. Otherwise, if you try and cap it or do anything, you're just going to pull all that glitter off while it's still wet. So leave it to set. Just pushing that nail pop back in. And this glitter mix is called Supernova. Oh my god, I just love them. I just love these glitter mixes. They're actually my favourite ones yet. I've been waiting so long for these glitter mixes. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am they are being released. I know you are going to love them because I absolutely freaking love them. So I'm just putting that on the little finger and the middle finger. They're just going to be full nails of Supernova. So easy to work with, such the perfect consistency, like the perfect ratio between glitter and acrylic. And they're pre-mixed, so they're super easy to use. No dipping in here and there and everywhere, just bish bash bosh. Yes mate. I'm sorry if you can hear any bubble in the background. I've got potatoes cooking. I'm doing the kids' tea, which is sausages, mash and gravy, if you wanted to know. So I'm sorry if you can hear that. Anyway, I'm using Fantasy quite wet here. I've purposely done that so I could blend it down onto that glitter. I wanted there to be a slight ombre. I didn't want to cover the glitter as much as it did. So what I'm just going to do is, after I've got that nail bed on where I want it, I'm going to come in with a few little bits of those glitter again and just tap it on top of that nude. So kind of like, it's almost like 3D kind of. So there's some underneath and some on top. just bring that nail to life. And then a bit of that Ice Baby. Then I filed my nail bed, but for some reason it didn't record. So I'm using Tranquil, going up the side of that smile line and down. Tell me you don't love this glitter. Oh, love it. I'm just using small wet beads. I'm not wiping the acrylic, not wiping the monomer out my brush, so I can continue moving that glitter acrylic where I want it. And just makes it a little bit easier, and well, a lot easier actually, to maneuver that glitter into place, and it stops it setting in a big chunk, so it gets it nice and flat if you just keep feeding the glitter mix with your monomer. Then I'm using that Ice Baby down the other side, stunning, and then I'm going to put Panther on the end. So now I'm going to encapsulate the nails. So I'm using All Natural again to encapsulate the Supernova, just because we're going to do some Sharpie marbling on these. I wanted them to be, I didn't want the glitter to be shining through so brightly as much as I really wanted to, but I didn't want it to be too glittery because we've got them two banging glitter nails on the other fingers. So I capped it in All Natural so you can still see it through, but just not massively. And then I'm using Crystal Glass to encapsulate the glitter ones because I don't want them, I want them as nice and popping as possible. So I'm just dunking my brush in flat in my monomer dish, releasing all the air bubbles out of the brush, picking up quite a nice bead, but I use it quite wet when I cap. This is because I find you get a better clarity out of your acrylic when it's a little bit wetter rather than super dry. That's just me, and just the way I work. So I'm making sure all that's nice and capped. And then I'm going to do basically the exact same thing on the index finger. So I'm placing that bead just where that smile line ended, pushing it up to the wings and then just pulling it down and capping the glitter. I do come in over the nail bed just to get those wings capped. But if you haven't got them wings, oh, that's the timer for my potato. If you haven't got them wings, then it's not always necessary to cap. You don't have to cap on the nail bed. Sorry, I've been distracted there by my timer telling me my potatoes are done. Okay, so after this, I went ahead, filed, shaped, buffed them all, and now I've top coated them, and that didn't record either because I'm so silly. But I'm coming in with some Sharpie markers. I'm using a pink, a purple, and a blue to kind of tie in with the glitters that we use. I'm just going to place them in 3 random areas on the nail. The 2 nails that I've just got the white on and that Supernova. And then I'm going to take a small detailing brush and acetone, and I'm just going to go over that, kind of pattern it in, make that watercolour scene on top of that nail, which I absolutely adored. So again, tap, 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 tap. Such an easy, effective nail art. Tappity, 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 tap. And when I'm happy with that, I'm going to come in and top coat the pinky and the pinky and the middle finger again. And I've left a little clip at the end for you to see the finished result, and I have left a lovely picture as well. I hope you enjoyed this set. I really do. I absolutely loved them. I wish I had the time to do them myself. I love them so much. I love you all so much as well. Please leave a comment. Let me know how you all are. I've missed you all so much, and I really do appreciate when you watch my videos. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all again, hopefully in a not too far away video. Bye bye.